Hey y'all, welcome in to Be Blossom Terror. I'm Gigi and this is my channel. I got the girls out today, honey. Got the girls out, okay? I'm so happy to be back. I feel like this is something that I'm passionate about and I absolutely love doing. So when I do it, it just brightens me up, and hopefully that energy is transferred to you guys. But welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. I just have a few gems that I want to drop on you guys, and I think I'm going to share a dream message that I had. I put it on Twitter, but I just be like in and out on Twitter. I just really be like word vomiting on Twitter, you know. So I don't know. It's kind of like and it's like private now because it's just like I feel that I have come across, or when you are an attractive energy, you come across like, great energy. I've come across a lot of great energy online, but then you can come across like weird energy, and it's just like, leave me the hell alone. You know what I mean? Like, no. How many times do I have to say no? Like, no, not feeling it. But yeah, I just kind of like word vomit on Twitter, but I did put this up there. Something that I'm going to share, I put up there. So if you already seen it there, then you probably already know the spiel that I'm going to give. But that's a little bit later. Right now, I'm just being led to talk about certain things, just waking up. For me, laying in bed or like being in my like cozy space is when I connect to God the most. And so, just constantly, every single day, asking God for guidance, asking the Most High for guidance, whatever. And for me, I'm an Aquarius, y'all know, Aquarius, Sagittarius, so I'm like fluid, I guess you can say, when it comes to religion and spirituality. I believe that there is a higher power. I think that a lot of people get my energy confused, and the reason being is because they operate in a sense of cognitive dissonance and also bias, that if you're this way, you can't be that. If you love Jesus, you can't be like this. If you love God, you can't be like this, and all these things. And to me, I feel like it's a misunderstanding of like a fundamental grounding that like we're all humans. And then again, who are you to tell somebody like, oh, you're this, that, and the third because this is how you pray, or you're this, that, and the third because you're not doing this perfect. Why are you paying so much attention to everybody and everything outside of yourself? Okay, for me, I'm not worried about that. I'm focused on my spiritual connection right now more than ever, y'all. Right now, more than ever, focus on your spiritual connection, especially if you are an Aquarius, with Pluto being in the energy of Aquarius. Aquarius, we may really be in the grips of the inner battle of choosing the white wolf over the black wolf, okay, or the higher self over the lower self, because Pluto brings so much transformation and it's a lot of power. So if you are an Aquarius and power, you're stepping into an energy of power, you're stepping into an energy or realm of wealth in some sort of way, or that within your arm's reach you can do a lot. You have to keep in mind of how powerful you are, and like not wanting to have like a misuse of power, okay? Because right now that's what's falling in the collective. It is a misuse of power, okay? And another thing I wanted to kind of talk about is like, everything is not a conspiracy theory. Y'all know I look at things in a very balanced way, almost as if like a lawyer would, or that's why I say, y'all, I really do. I'm not like a thumper on like college education, but I feel like people who have gone from elementary to middle school to high school and gone on to higher education, and they have critical thinking skills, and they know the difference between a scholarly journal and or yeah, I guess you could say that, a scholarly journal, or studying scholarly journals, or looking at scholarly sources versus just stuff on the internet, right? Looking at understanding fundamentals of a lot of things, right? I do think like at this time the collective is missing a lot of critical thinking skills, a lot of energy to be able to get down to, or even a lack of intuition, and that's a lack of being connected to God spiritually. Then on the other side, on the logical side, like just believing stuff or whatever, that side is like it's a lack of literal intellectual resources or intellectual ability. Okay, and again, like, I'm not passing judgments or anything like that. My grandfather, he dropped out of school in the 5th grade to help take care of his family. He had to get a job. And he became one of the first black business owners in the prominent black neighborhood that, we're from. He left a legacy behind. He passed things down. He created generational wealth. My grandfather was just a excellent man, amazing man, even with his flaws and everything, because he was also not to be fucked with, which I also support. But yeah, it's not making a difference, between, oh, this person is educated, this person is uneducated. It's not that. But a lot of times when you are connected spiritually, your intuition and the fact that God is really guiding you and ordering your steps, you know what I mean? And you're really surrendering to that, and you're listening to that, and you're following that, it will, I don't know, sometimes it can make you appear very intelligent just because you're very protected and protected and covered, and you are seeking higher guidance, right? Higher guidance, higher intelligence from a higher source, okay? Something that is bigger than that, something that can see things that we cannot see, all right? So I do think that it's a lack of both, not being spiritually in tune with I don't want to say the correct energies, but with benevolent energies versus energies that you have to like feed, and like you got to give something for them, and then if you don't, and that's true, and maybe I shouldn't say that, but anyway, I do think that there's something there, right? But what I want to, so right now, guide your mind, protect your mind. I was trying to say protect your mind, watch where you're getting your guidance from. And understand this, okay? Things that are on a lower vibration of fear is not of God. All right? It's not of God. Unless we have like a whole Noah situation, right? But when all that happened, when like COVID came through and all that stuff, we were, I actually didn't take it down. I've started hiding a lot of my videos or taking them down, just because people just think that it's just like, oh, everything is free for the taking and whatever. Now we got mouths to feed, we got bills to pay, we got call that selfish, call that whatever. I'm not here to be fueling everybody's business and creative ideas, and it's not theirs, and not to be on no yay shit. you control, no, but it's because I'm not like that. I'm straight with anybody who's like, oh, it don't even have to be in the public, but somebody just saying, oh, I really like your work, yada yada yada, and then they're inspired by it. People don't know how to move correctly, so it's just whatever. But I took a lot of things down, and I was talking about that, how something was coming, all this stuff, right? So sometimes there is like a Noah situation where Noah looked like the crazy one, and he was like, bro, it's a big flood coming. I know y'all think I'm crazy. I know y'all think I'm tripped out. They thought Jesus was crazy, okay? Anybody that's being called crazy, they probably, okay? But, yeah, Noah was like, something coming, and the Lord is speaking to me, he's telling me, he's showing me. God loves talk in your dreams, okay? He loves to send messages within your dreams. So listen to those too at this time. It was Pisces season, moon in Cancer when I actually had this dream or whatever, and it was had a lot to do with 1941, which is the year of World War II when that happened. The Land Lease Act was activated. What else? Oh, the law that the law that approved black men becoming soldiers was passed in 1941. It was like a lot of like patriotic energy or vibe or whatever. Yeah, it was a lot of symbolism there. And then, but the first thing that caught me by surprise was like it was literal skyscrapers, right? And I was sitting in the building. When I'm in my dreams, I'm in other energies or whatever. So it started shaking, and I was like, oh, it's just like an earthquake, whatever. And it was like, no, it got worse. So I saw all the other buildings go down, and then the building that I was in was going down. So for me, that was speaking of an economic either we can say there's an economic collapse or an economic cataclysm. Okay, cataclysm could be that like something triggered something. Okay. I also got the message to save your money. Okay, save your money, save your money, save your money, save your money, save your money. Okay. There was a vibe. It was like a whole bunch of like red, white, and blue stuff. It was just like, it looked like a patriotic parade, like everywhere. And I was walking with somebody, and the person had mentioned Netflix. Something like, oh, you didn't know, like mentioned that they was doing something with Netflix or something. I don't know. Okay. Now, right now, we do have the vibe where, TikTok is being attacked by the U.S. government. And I don't know, it could be for valid reasons. I don't know, but that's just what's being reported. So, there could be like certain things. I don't know if it's giving a little propaganda-ish, but we'll see, But there was a chicken. A chicken was like screaming, right? To me, I feel like we should probably leave chicken alone. I have been more so in the energy of eating a pescatarian diet. Pescatarian, vegetarian is like what I'm craving right now. And I love me some hot wings. I love me some chicken wings. So like, it's like, but the chicken reminded me of this. So my grandfather used to always say, you don't be no eagle in a chicken coop, because when you are an eagle in a chicken coop, you forget that you know how to fly. So again, chickens are not known to be very intelligent. Are you getting me? There is something right now where like Holy Spirit is like, pick up a book, learn some history, honey. Get into the intelligence for real. Get off of the, like, it's a vibe of like, get off of, I don't know. Okay. Get off of the artificial intelligence and get into the real intelligence. What is the real intelligence? That's the real source. Okay. It's not a bunch of humans trying to figure out what the hell is going on, right? It's the energy, it's the source. I feel like was that Chris Rock on the Kanye West album? The motherfucker, the one that was in the source. Well, anyway, the way I said it. But yeah, so there's something about that. Needing to go back to the foundations of education and like researching. It kind of reminds me of, and I think I talked about this. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Pluto in Aquarius. Aquarius does talk about the truth and intelligence and higher knowledge and creativity and invention and ingenuity. Dog, it just literally hit me when I was sitting here. There is a change happening when it comes to how we're processing information, because how we process information is so important to us as a society, as a people, how we think, what we're taking in. There's something about the, like, what you're taking in, the information that you're taking in, and needing to know how to go to primary sources. Right? That's what I'm saying. I can't sit up here and teach no whole college course on like how you need to research, how you need to research things. But it's like this though. So when you were in college, or when we was in college, you write an essay, right? Every single college professor took your essay and ran it through a system to make sure that it was not plagiarized. See what I'm saying? To me, plagiarism is lazy. It is, to me, it's a reflection of being uneducated or unskilled. So I don't do that. Right? If I have the energy, if I have the creative abilities, I'm gonna pop my shit. I don't need to pop nobody else's shit. And for me, because Aquarius we connected to confidence. Like we gonna be we unique. We're gonna be who we are. We're gonna show up. Whatever. We're gonna shine regardless. We gonna we love to have confidence. We love to be in true power. We love to be in our truest energy. We love to show up, who we truly are, and kind of like be militant about that, or kind of be in like protest, like Aquarius being in their own energy. It's like a superpower for real. And it's something that's almost like a protest. Like, yeah, you can do all that shit Instagram telling you to do. You can do this. You can create like this. You can write like this. You can talk like this. You can dress like this because everybody telling you this. But I'm in protest. This is how I am. This is how I'm coming through. You know what I'm saying? So there's just a vibe here about there's going to be a shift in like the intelligence of like what is considered intelligent or what is considered to be skilled. I'm telling you, man, Pluto and Aquarius is really bringing in some things, all right? And to me, it's beautiful because it's reflective of Aquarian energy. We like, I guess you could say like bone hard. We don't do no faking. We don't do no shaking. And we don't like people who, I mean, it is what it is. We don't like people who we could tell like, you ain't confident and you not. I'm not gonna say we don't like people. We have the humanitarian energy to give them love and compassion, but a lot of people who do not have confidence, they cut the fool with people who are confident. Those be the ones we be like, oh, okay, all right, well, here we go. Here we go. Like Shelby used to say on it was with Swamp People. He used to be like, here we go. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this message. Stop making yourself palatable. All right, stop making yourself palatable. We getting ready to get out of Pisces season. A lot of things could have been revealed to you. A lot of things could have been shown to you. Okay, we're stepping into a new zodiac season, honey. It is the beginning, okay? It's the beginning of a new year. We stepping into Aries season. It's time to pop your shit. It's time to be confident. It's time to get into that new workout routine or regimen or whatever it is. Mercury is getting ready to go into retrograde. I like to pull back in retrogrades, and I know it's weird, but I like to create during retrogrades. So just, take it how it is. I don't know where it's going to be retrograde in, but I'm probably going to get on here and do a video for it, hopefully, okay? I feel like I haven't talked to y'all in a while, and I just wanted to put these gems out, all right? But number one, stop making yourself valuable. Stop changing yourself for other people. I understand spiritual growth. I understand emotional growth, emotional intelligence, evolution of self, elevation of self. I understand these things, all right? Getting to know yourself on a deeper level, having the ability to have like self-awareness and things of that nature. I understand that we go through different phases and stages in life. I get that. I understand that it is not in your best interest to stay the same. It's not in your best interest to keep doing the same shit over and over again. And that's a message that Aries season is bringing in. A lot of Aries people are very constricted. They are very stuck in their ways. And they end up being alone because they are non-compromising. They want to fight with everybody. They want to win. Everything is a competition. Everything is a competition. Don't nobody want no friend that is in competition with them. And like, come in this motherfucker confident or don't come in here at all. You see what I'm saying? People who are in competition are incompetent and not inconfident. Okay? They don't have no, I feel there's a difference between friendly. Well, I don't even think so. I don't think so, because I feel like you should be in a community of motivators. That's it. Like, I don't feel like you should be motivated by like, I don't feel like you should be motivated in an air of competition. I don't fuck with none of that. It's just weird to me, okay? But again, Aquarius, we're humanitarians. We are not competitive. And I think because we're not competitive, I think we we be the front runners because it's like we ain't even thinking of no competition, you know? We're like, whatever. But anyway, stop making yourself valuable. Be true to you. Be true to yourself. Be true to your own energy. Know thyself, okay? And see how things like expand and spark for you. All right, even on the inside of like how you feel. Like if you feel like you're in a bout of depression or sadness or whatever, right? Again, not a doctor, but do things that you know is like, I enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? Do things that you know that have sparked you in the past. A lot of times when we are in a state of like stuckness or sadness or depression or whatever, it's because we are out of alignment literally within our true self. So again, going back to what I said earlier, watch what you're taking in, okay? Watch all these things. Watch the words and energies that are around you and what people are like speaking on you and what you're taking in, because that can start to affect the psyche, and the psyche will start to affect the emotions, and the emotions will start to affect the body in terms of physical ailments and disease, okay? So stop making yourself valuable. And people who are not in alignment with you, people who are not on frequency with you, it ain't no smoke. It's not no smoke. It's just like, that's the way of the world. That's the way of the universe. If we're not supposed to like everybody. We're not supposed to be cookie cutter. Everybody, we're not supposed to make ourselves valuable to where it's acceptable to everybody. To me, that sounds like a cage. That sounds like captivity, okay? I'm gonna be me motherfucking regardless, okay? So, yeah, stop making yourself valuable. I understand. Be on your journey of growth and evolution, all right? But don't be like changing yourself. Don't be in your Virgo energy, okay? And Virgos, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or Libra energy, that people please and that, oh, I'm a fuck that. I don't give a shit. Fuck that. Look, my thing is, I'm living my life, you living your life. Whatever is pleasing to you or whatever you want to do that is pleasing to you, you need to do that, and stop looking for me to please you, and stop looking at my life and what the hell I'm doing to please you. I don't expect me to people please. Don't expect me to do anything that I do not want to do, okay? And the thing with that is, I'm a stubborn person. And I learn my lessons naturally. I can't fake nothing. If I don't like you, can't fake it. If I don't want to sit next to you, can't fake it. If I don't want to be at the table, can't fake it. I'm not until I go through my lesson or whatever it is, or whatever. Because a lot of times for me and my intuition don't miss, and I'm telling you, it don't miss. My intuition telling me something that is weird with you, I am not going to be in community with you. All right, in terms of how you move and what your character say about you and your character telling on you, you always in drama with somebody, or you always talking down to people, right? Or like bully mentality and all of that shit. I'm not. Next. Because the thing is, when you get in cahoots with people like that, them people, they deal with karma. Whatever I'm building, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm building, whatever I have going on for myself, I don't want to be tied up in negative energy. And so you have to be very cognizant. You have to use your intuition. Say, okay, no, that ain't it. And you can tell when somebody is truly sorry or whatever, they were going through something. You know, you just have to, being a human is so many levels to it, but you can tell when somebody is genuine and when somebody is not, you know what I mean? So stop making yourself valuable. Tell people you have the right to live your life in the way that you want to live it. You don't have no expectations. Like, you don't have no control over here. You know, it don't matter what you do. You just don't have no control over here. Another thing, when you are praying for love, when you are praying for guidance, when you're praying for like a peace of mind, when you're praying for direction, for spiritual growth, spiritual evolution, do not be surprised when things start to fall apart. It is a sign of answered prayers. Like when everybody talks about the prayer and they say, you know, God, if this isn't for me, please remove it for, you know, And then all of a sudden, family members start falling out, or you done got into a breakup, or whatever it is. Things in life start to change, and that's because when we are in different energies, right? So if you build a life in one energy and you're praying to God, oh, I want love in my life, right? Love is a very spiritual thing. Don't get me started, okay? Love is a very spiritual thing. It is in the Bible says God is love. So in order that you want love, you better God pulling up, okay? So the thing is that sometimes it takes a different frequency change. If you're trying to get certain like spiritual, whether you want joy in your life, whether you want, all these things is on frequency, right? Whether you want community in your life or whatever the hell it is, right? These things come with spiritual growth, and that's why I love the divine intelligent, or the intelligent being. That's what we used to call it in philosophy of religion. The intelligent being. I love how the intelligent being has created the intelligence, okay? The universe, the cosmos, the energy, honey. Murphy's Law, okay? The law of gravity, the laws of physics, okay? And the fact that they study quantum physics, but they can't find the beginning of it, you know? And that's because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that way. But anyway, the intelligent being who designed the intelligence, honey, is rooted in truth. You cannot fake it. See, in this 3D realm, people can be the magician. They can make shit look good, okay? They can make shit look good, but it, you know, I honestly, if you can press people, and really like ask, when you're very knowledgeable on things, you can have a conversation with somebody and you can tell if they really are very intelligent, or if they know what they're talking about, or if they just was like, oh, you know, like if you can't have a solid, intelligent conversation on whether it is, whatever, the law of relativity, whatever it is, right? These things, or somebody is trying to fake a front. Oh yeah, I'm very smart. I'm very this. I'm very this. And you sit down and you go toe to toe with their ass, and they don't know what's going on. Then that's how you know. So some people, there could be a state of you can have a conversation and it could be like, you know, exposed, whatever, and it's like, oh, and you don't even have to say nothing about it. You already know, okay, this motherfucker is on Google or whatever the hell, right? But anyway, going back to what I'm saying, don't be surprised when things start falling apart when you, like, say, even like this, you know how it is what it is. When we're young, we're more on the dumb side. Like, we do things. I'll be praying to God, like, you know how they say Sagittarius have luck, and I have a Sagittarius rising. I'll be like, Lord, thank you for covering me after all the stupid shit that I ever did when I was like young and dumb and just like impulsive, and like, you know, I still be trying to tame my impulsivities. But as you grow, you become more wise, and so as you grow, I feel like our souls become a little bit more easier open to whether it's spiritual knowledge or growth or love or healing or seeing things different. Life becomes a little more like, sorry y'all, I'm obsessed with almonds, but life becomes a little more like, you start to understand what's really important, right? And the money, the clothes, the cars, the hoes, or whatever. Any elder that you talk to, they literally tell you, like, I wish I didn't focus on money so much, or I wish I didn't focus on what other people thought of me so much, or, you know, I wish that I could have made more independent decisions, or, you know, I wish I would have went after things that I wanted to go after, and, you know, regretting fear and things like that. And so as you grow and evolve and get older, things start to make a little bit more sense, right? So with that, you start to change from the inside out. The inner healing, if you are really working on your healing, literally, when you go to sleep, your dreams need to be aligned in your healing. I'm telling you, when I was battling anger, my dreams was like violent. Your spirit knows. When you go to sleep, your spirit and even your brain, your psyche is trying, your subconscious is trying to break down these things that's going on the inside. Especially if you're not trying to break them down in your waking life. That's why I like to write as much as I can. As y'all have been seeing, I've been doing poetry, and I write to like to keep me soft. Like I write to like not go off on people because people are annoying. Okay, not y'all, but some people, you know. But anyway, as you grow and evolve, your energy changes. So if you're like say somebody gets saved or whatever, you know, I'm more spiritual now compared to what I was in my 20s. But the life that you live now, you built it and the foundations came from, you know, back in the day or whatever when you wasn't. Well, you're gonna, if you praying to God, if you are praying to the intelligent being, if you are praying to the Most High, honey, spiritual, you will see change. You will see evolution. You will see, what to say, ask and seek and you shall find, and ask and you shall receive. What you ask for in them prayers, okay, is coming towards you. And a lot of people, like right now, with just like people in the love readings and the twin flames and all this stuff, which is all beautiful to me. I'm an intelligent, hopeless romantic, which is like, I love, but I'm not dumb in love, you know. And I kind of sometimes wish I was, because, but anyway, very logical. Air moon, okay, air moon. So, with, like I said, like the twin flames and the love readings and all these things. Where the hell was I going with that? What was I gonna say? Because that wasn't on my list to talk about. Oh, okay. That's what I was going to say. So, a lot of times, like these readings, right, they tell you the truth about this person or this relationship or whatever. And people, like, they don't like the truth. They really want to hear that, like, oh, this person is in love with me and they're obsessed with me and they're on their way to me and all these things and all this stuff. But the thing is that no, love is connected to healing. You have to do the work. You want to get the healing. You want to get the husband. You want to get the wife. You want to get the stable marriage. You don't want to be in no toxic shit. And people be whining about the marriage they in, whining about the relationship, shut up and do the work. It ain't the third party fault. It ain't the hoe fault. It ain't the mistress fault. Stop all of that, okay? Because the thing is that if you have a relationship, if you have a bond, you know how they say, what job bless, no man can curse, right? What job put together, no man can curse. What job put together, holy matrimony, all of this, all of that. Okay, well then let it be that. Okay, let it be that. And the thing is that if it is true, if it is tried and true, and that's the thing, you can't be in the energy of like, oh, I'm mad because I got tested. You mad because you got tested, you got challenged, or whatever it is. That's when you're supposed to go into your toolbox and lean into it. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm mad I got a catalyst. It's funny because Vows is sitting out here, so I don't know who I'm talking to, okay? But the thing is that I love how God, the intelligent being, created this universe, because you can't fake it. Especially when it comes to spiritual things, you can't fake it. If you praying for love and you want love, you better be ready to be 10 toes and ready to be stepping into your healing and doing what it needs to do, so you can either accept love, be able to give love, be able to receive love, be able to create from the energy of love, and create it. Because when you are really in your spiritual power, one of my prayers that I use the most is God use me, right? God use me, right? So we got different levels to this shit, right? From lower to the high. So sometimes what I've seen a lot is that God uses me as a catalyst, and he be like, and I'm going to protect you too. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to have you come through. You the disruption, you the catalyst, you the this. Because somebody over here praying, they want true love, and they want real love, and they want all of this stuff, and they want this, and they want that, or they want this, they want your position, they want the gifts, they want the this, they want the that, all this stuff, man. All right, let's go. You see what I'm saying? So, that's that. Okay, so when you are praying for guidance and love and a direction and an evolution in your life and growth, and you want positivity and you want wealth and you want all these things, you praying for wealth, right? You praying for wealth, and all of a sudden, you getting flags from here, or flags from your bank, or flags from the debt or the credit or the whatever. It's because, like love and marriage, that comes with accountability and responsibility. Wealth comes with accountability and responsibility. You know what I'm saying? All these things. So life is just a journey. Life is literally a journey, and whatever the universe, by way of God, right, is pulling up to check us on, that's just the season that we in, right? So that always being in gratitude, right? But anyway, and I've had, so my check season, or season to check, or whatever, was that I'm very like protective over what I'm passionate about, and I don't really too much care about, like, I guess, I mean, I don't know, I'm not hell bent on like relationship. You know how some people are just very like dominant or protective over relationships. I'm like that over my creative abilities and like my ideas and all of that. That's what I truly love to like do. And you know, so like when somebody comes for like what I'm, or trying to I don't like imitation, it's just stupid. But it's not an energy of like, oh, I'm not confident. No, I'm confident in what the fuck I'm doing, and I want you to be confident in what the fuck you doing. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like, the time, the energy, and the effort that people put into becoming an artist, people put into their poetry, people put into their books, people put into their channels, people put into their spiritual abilities and all this stuff. Stop being lazy and go do some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, put in the work, the energy, and effort that other people is doing. Because I'm not about to pull up to your job and be like, I want your position, and I don't have none of the prerequisites or the degree or whatever. A lot of shit for me, I'm just not interested in. You know, I'm not interested in even doing the work or getting the education to do or whatever it is. I'm very I don't know, I'm passionate about art history. Like, there's the things that I like doing, like, I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm already doing it. It's not nothing that, I'm not doing anything now that, yeah, no. Oh, this is like a moment of gratitude or whatever. Yeah, I'm on track. Like, for me, like, what I want to do and what lights me up and all these things, I'm on track, okay? And very confident about that, about being on track. And that's what I'm saying. I just want for others to be on their path and to be on their track. You know what I mean? And to let that be that. But I am, how people are very protective over like relationships and love and all that stuff. I'm protective over like what I pour into. I'm not a person that's like, oh, I'm pouring into this man or whatever. Like, I like to pour into shit that that can really help the collective. You know what I mean? Like, with me doing this, whether it's big to somebody or small to somebody, I don't give a fuck, because it's me pouring. You know, this is a service or a duty to me, right? And I don't really care how, like, people who receive it and understand it, that's who it's for. And people who don't, or people who misunderstand it or whatever, I don't give a shit. Like, it's not for them either, you know? And it's like not no bad blood. It's just like whatever. What else? But yeah, don't be surprised, because I still got other shit to say. Don't be surprised when your prayers, all right? I don't know why I'm talking about confidence, and what I just got picked up, or yeah, what I just picked up is that don't take people's confidence for cockiness, because the thing about confidence, the thing about real true confidence, is that you have to start off somewhere to be able to get that. And that's what I respect. Anybody that I see that is a confident person, that's who I want to sit next to, because I know that they not in the energy of lack. And when you're in the energy of lack, you're in the energy of stealing, you in the energy of competition, you in the energy of looking at folks sideways, you in the energy of plotting, you in the energy of trying to turn on somebody, you in the energy that can't be trusted. And I don't want that. People who confident, they know that, oh, I belong in the building, I belong at the seat. You know what I'm saying? And people who confident, that confidence has come from somewhere. People can be cocky and I'm not really, I don't, like, it reminds me, anyway, because I can go around. But, and when you confident, it's like, I always talk about the 8 Mile factor. How when, Eminem, he was doing his like last freestyle, and he was saying, like, you know, he basically laid it out like anything that somebody can use against him, he was like, I already accept that about myself, and you can't even use that against me. But guess what? Your ass down here in the 8 Mile. You from the motherfucking suburbs, and parents, what was it? Clarence parents got a real good marriage, right? Like, you down here trying to slum it with us because you want to be like us when you from somewhere else and you trying to pretend to be something that you not or whatever. You know what I mean? And so he was like, shit, I know something about you. You know, so it's like that energy, that vibe of like, it don't matter. And I love that, because it doesn't matter where you come from. It don't matter what part of the story that you in. It don't matter what people try to use against you. If you confident, no matter where you are in life, right? And the thing is, like, why you paying attention? Why you watching? Why you looking? Why Clarence had a whole issue with Eminem? You know what I'm saying? What was the whole vibe? What was the whole issue? Because that nigga had talent. He had the flow. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and I have to understand that too a little bit. Because I'm a person, like, I just be like, I'm very anti, like, just mind your business. Like, I don't, what do you do? Like, I'm a wallflower, you know? And I think that's why I don't promote my YouTube business. Like, I don't promote this anywhere. Like, whoever just on YouTube come across here, they come across here, you know? I'm not a very, like, braggadocious person for real. And so I feel like I'm very, I just chill, like, lay back, whatever. And then, like, all of a sudden, but that's how I was going to talk about that too. I guess I'll just go ahead and segue into that. All right. Don't let others' demons bother you, etc. So anybody who mental is on a low vibration, right? The stories that their mind tells them is like insanity. It's low. And people will try to gaslight you and, oh, this, that, no. You over there, you got some crooked up, you know, some crooked up low vibrational story in your head. I'm the villain, or you the villain, or whatever. Let these people have that shit, as long as they stay in line and, you know, they not like literally coming towards you, like physically, you know. And I'm from Texas, okay, but let them people have it, because everybody has like a type of truth, or like a perspective of truth, or whatever. And it's just like, that's true for you. That's not true for me. Like, and that's another thing, is like, know who you are. Just period. Know who you are in this time. Because I feel like a lot of people are going through identity issues and crises and stuff like that. But yeah, don't let the demons don't let other people's demons bother you, because once you start going back and forth and all this stuff, whatever, and it's like, I'm not arguing with you about that crooked up ass, stupid ass story that you got in your head, because insecurity, like, I'm telling you, y'all, I have been talking to somebody, and I was like, bro, I think insecurity is like a mental illness, but it's not. And again, not a doctor. It's not insecurity. It's living on the vibration of fear, right? You know, people who walk around in the energy of paranoia, like in their head, oh, this person's gonna do something to me. Oh, she don't like me. She trying to take my man. She all of that stuff. What we call on the island, we call it bad mind. Bad mind, and the bad mind individuals do bad mind shit, because in their head they literally thinking that, like, oh, this person is out to get me. Oh, this is that. And when you like that, you just start acting insane. You know, you just start acting crazy. So, yeah, don't let other people's demons, like, I don't know what's telling you that and what's putting that in your head, right? Because for me, I know I'm sovereign in my energy, and I know who I am, right? So, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, you're the bad guy, you're the problem. And I also say, if you think a man is cheating, then that is your reality and your mindset, right? And those people need to focus on God. And they need to focus on a new perspective and a higher perspective. And they need to focus on keep going, you know. And then once people start doing things out of the negative vibe or the negative energy in their mind, then they start to collect karma. And again, that's not your problem. That's not your problem, and that's not what Yeah, it's not your problem. Period. It's just not your problem. And that karma that accumulates or whatever, it's just for them. Because in their mind, they literally thought, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Because of this is this, it's an internal war, it's a fight in the mind, and it's negative stories in the mind. I literally have had people who were like, I had a homeboy reach out. I always use this as an example. Had a homeboy reach out to me and was like, bro, my girlfriend literally thinks I'm cheating on her with you. I haven't seen this. I hadn't talked to this dude, y'all, in years. Haven't texted him, got on the phone with him, haven't. And social media, because social media is so, people are accessible on there. People really will start to think that what that is insecurity. There's an insecurity in the relationship. You can be the victim because of somebody's insecurity, and it has nothing to do with you. You could be minding your own business, running your own business, in school, working out, doing whatever. But that's the reason. When you are on your shit and you're taking care of yourself and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're not, focused on, you start to glow from the inside out. The inner healing, the external healing. You start to glow from the inside out. But everybody has a choice. So when you are in alignment, you're working on yourself, you are spiritually growing, physically growing, financially growing, mentally growing, spiritually growing, however it is. Growth is triggering, because growth is a reminder to people who are not doing the work, right? That they need to be doing the work. And instead of taking that as motivation, right? They take it and twist it and you're the problem. Oh, you think you're this. You're so confident. You're cocky. You think you this, that, and the thing. You goddamn right. You goddamn right I think I'm confident. You goddamn right I think I'm the shit, because I put in the energy, work, and effort to be able to, whether it's the skill, whether it's, positive change in health. You goddamn right I'm the shit. You goddamn right I think I'm the shit because I worked for it. You know what I mean? Yes, I understand being in the energy and the state of humbleness, okay? I understand that, being in the state and the energy of humbleness. But at the same time, I understand being in the energy of popping your shit. Okay. So, is that it? Child, I think that's it. I'll just set up here and talk. Okay. But, yeah, don't let other people's demons bother you. Another thing is, I know in terms of like love, like people want to look for love. For me, I'm looking for a spiritual love, okay? So that means that and I've talked about this on the channel. I don't drink, I don't smoke, celibate, yeah. So my thing is this, and I don't believe in lying. I believe when you lie to somebody that you're doing that because you're afraid of that person. You're afraid to tell them the truth. So I don't believe in any of that. And my thing is, what I have been working on processing is when people like just do you wrong. I don't know. Low vibrational people just attacking you. But then I'm understanding that, like, when you light, that's just what happens, right? And I think that's the overall message for everybody. Is like, when you light, just expect people, you're going to trigger people, whether you're out here talking about the truth, all right, and the truth and the truth and the light shall set you free. A lot of people don't want to be set free. A lot of people want to sit in illusions. A lot of people don't want to be exposed. A lot of people, because that's what they built up on, or whatever the hell, that's how they the facade or whatever. I don't know. I don't fuck with facades. Don't fuck with illusion. I don't fuck with deception. I don't fuck with any of that, okay? So when you are the truth and the light, motherfuckers have a problem, okay, sometimes. So I had to learn all of that. But what I was trying to say is that what the fuck was I trying to say? This happens because I just be talking in circles. Oh, okay. As a spiritual woman, if you are looking for a spiritual man, your first indicator is that he is very disciplined. Okay? Not rich. Disciplined. He's very disciplined when it comes to his sexual urges. He's not battling any types of like addictions. And that's like no shade, no tea to like people who are, because that's a whole journey, and that's something that I don't laugh at, I don't play with, I never ever want to be walking in those shoes. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'll never pass judgment. People are on their own journey. But what I am saying is that if you want a spiritual man, right? If you're a spiritual woman, then you need to be on the same. In the Bible, it say equally yoked, but you need to be on the same energy, right? So number one thing about discipline, seeing discipline in a man, that shows spiritual. Even he has. If he, I hate to say this, y'all. I really hate to say this, but. And I went through it too, of like, you don't have control over what you're eating, what you're putting in your mouth. Therefore, you don't have control of like your health. Over drinking. I remember when I was working like in a building with people, and on Fridays they would be like, "Oh, I need a drink." I was, and they'd be like, "Oh, here she come." I was you don't need no damn drink parade, and I'll go out with them too, and not, but I don't like that. Or I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but I'm not a person who is going to support any sort of codependency. Okay. In terms of like, oh, I gotta have my drink on Friday, or oh, I gotta da, da, da. And it's funny because right now I'm thinking about getting into drinking wine, but it's from like an intelligent space of like the different notes and where it came from, and the age, and how it's like I'm a very history type person, right? Art history minor, might be a master's, you know what I mean? But I'm very much so into the history of things. So it would only be from that aspect, not like, oh, I had a bad day and I'm and again, no shade, no tea, because everybody is going through their own internal battles and all these things. But I feel like, being truthful is operating in the energy of love. And I want to love you to life, not love you to death. Now, I'm the type of person, I'm not a yes woman. If you around and you out of sorts and you out of order, I'm gonna tell you, all right? And again, a lot of people who tell the truth, they love yes men and they love yes women, and I'll be like, nah, that's not cool, that don't look good, I'm not saying that don't look good, because that's relative to people's fashion, but in terms of, I am not going to support no bullshit, and I'm not going to condone no bullshit. Okay, so that's the energy, and that's the vibe. But I wanted to say all these things. Hopefully that blessed you in some sort of way. Please stay encouraged. Anything I have said, I have only said it in the energy of love and light, not in the energy of malice or weirdness or whatever the fuck. But yeah, this is just all this is coming from a place of love. But this is the messages that I've been getting downloaded. So yeah, this is what I wanted to tell y'all. All right, I'm about to do some reading. Send y'all living light. Peace.